Okay, people, we're just gonna wait a little bit more. We scheduled to go, as I can see here, at 7, and we're gonna wait a little bit more, and then you're gone. Yeah, let's wait another 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, something like that. I can see my friend Ivan. How are you, Ivan? Good to see you. So we're gonna be ready. Just some more minutes. And we're gonna go for it. How's the connection? Okay, you're good with the connection? Okay, basically you can start. So the subject today, you're going to be talking about what advantages someone who is in their 50s, yeah, can get being fit if you do exercise, something like that. So so you can take myself as an example. Yeah, I've been training for many years, and I'm 57 at the moment, coming to 58 at the end of this month, and I feel, I feel pretty fit in my 50s, and I'd say how important it is for you to do exercises. You know what I mean? If you're in your 50s, especially in your 50s, if you are not doing, I'd say it's not good for you. I've got like a bunch of clients in their 50s, and they are really doing exercise, they're rocking. So when you do exercise, like myself, when I do exercise, when I'm training, like today, I trained today, I really feel good. I feel like I have more stamina for the day, especially to do my clients after my training. And that's how you get when you're doing weight training. That's why I've been training for years. And when you get to your 50s, you feel so good. You feel so like if you you have like a good mood and things like that. So I can see here, I've got some friends right now online, which is good. And yeah, so if you want, feel free if you want to write something in the chat, and then I can answer you some questions. So one of the, I'd say one of the very good aspects of doing weight training is like you avoid injuries, yeah, especially because your muscles become stronger, your joints, your tendons, and yeah, that helps you a lot. So you don't need to do you don't need to train every day, yeah. So if you ask me how many times should I be training, I'd say at least like twice a week, but it depends how much you have on your day. If you're really busy, I say once a week it's good. It's better than nothing. Especially if you can get out of the office, you come to the gym and you do something. So yeah, if you're doing weight training, avoids you being injured. Yeah. Of course, sometimes you can get some injuries when training, but that's part of the job. So let's say, for example, if you're a footballer, you can get some injuries sometimes, but then you recuperate. that's what happens when you're doing weight training. Sometimes you can get some injuries, but then you'll be all right. But what I'm trying to say here is you have to make sure your joints, your muscles, they get stronger and stronger. That's basically what you trying to achieve. Okay, so I've got some topics here. So I'm just looking at one now, and another point I'd like to talk about is you remember doing all these sort of exercises in your 50s or coming before your 50s and go into your 50s improves a lot your health, right? So you can get better health, better cardiovascular, and you go from there. I'm just looking at the chat here to see if my friends, see there's a very, one of my friends from asking me what are the best exercise for the 50s. Very good question, Vroom. I'd say I'd go for compound exercise. Yeah. If you, as long as you don't have any injuries and you can do the movements, that's okay. I'd say deadlifts, it's a very good exercise to do it. Yeah, it's a very good compound exercise. Not just working your hips. Yeah, I'm talking about like your glutes, your hamstrings, also does your core, plus your grip, because if you're lifting a barbell with some weights, you're improving your grip, also muscles in your forearms. And talking about deadlifts, I did deadlifts today, so that's one of the very good exercises I like. Second one, I'd say a squats, as long as you know how to do it. Above all, I'd say you need a good technique to do it. Yeah. Sometimes you see like guys coming to the gym doing exercises, and especially deadlifts and squats with the wrong technique. If you don't have a good technique, you could injure yourself easily. You have to know how to do those movements, and better than that is if you have a trainer to tell you how you should perform. Yeah, especially when you're doing squats, keep up your back straight. Make sure your knees do not go past your toes when you're squatting. Once you see your knees going past your toes, it's a problem. You're putting too much pressure in your knees. And if your heels are coming off, you can lose your balance, okay? So, yeah, so compound exercise, they are very good exercise, especially for the 50s. But you can do other types of exercises. You can just do your biceps, your triceps, but make sure, again, I like to emphasize, you need a good technique. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can see I've got some videos of like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and explaining the technique and what muscles you're working on when you're doing this exercise. Okay, so another point I'd like to talk about is that's why they say when you exercise, the tendency is to live a bit longer, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes you just bye-bye. But yeah, but that's the idea. When you're doing exercise, it tends to make you live a little bit longer, which is good, and I want that. That's why I've been training for many years. Okay, so just have a look at the chat here. It's so good so far. Another point I'd like to emphasize here is when you do weight training, you create more muscle mass. Again, on the very first point I was talking about, so you get stronger. Yeah, you create muscle mass, and that protect your entire body. Yeah, this is very important to have muscle mass. When you're in your 50s, you tend to lose your lean muscle, yeah? Muscle mass quicker than someone who is in their 20s, 30s, 40s. So especially for us in the 50s, keep doing weight training. Weight training is important because like brings back this lean muscle and protects your body, gives you a good good posture, which is good, because you see guys who they don't do weight training. Sometimes they lose that kind of postural, yeah, and they tend to hunch over the shoulders a little bit, so they walk a little bit like that. So as long as you can do your weight training, you keep your chest a little bit up, push your shoulders back. That's what you're looking for when you come into a gym, and change a little bit the shape of your body. Yeah, we all like that. You don't need to be big. That's not the idea. The idea is like to be fit and healthy. That's the idea. Yeah, going back to the point I was saying. Yeah, when you start losing your lean muscle, this is a big problem because your body becomes weaker and weaker, and altogether you're losing calcium from your bones. Losing that again, if you walking outside and if you trip over, you could break a leg or something like that. If you're lucky, you won't break it. So I've tripped many times to walk outside, but because again, because of my weight training, I feel so strong, I can recover quickly, and that's what happens. Okay. Another point I'm looking here is also I talk about our daily routines, especially with the COVID nowadays, affects your mental big time. We all know that. And if you like not doing anything at all and being stuck at home, working behind your computer, that's a big problem because you're not moving at all. Your muscles are getting stuck on that chair. So, and your mental is going crazy and crazy. You get stressed. Better than that, go to the gym, do a session a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever. That's going to help you loads. I'm sure that's going to help you. So get out of your office and come to the gym and do something. You're going to feel much better, especially your mental. I get clients coming sometimes really stressed because of this and that, with the clients, and they come to the gym, they sweat, they do a good training, have a good shower, that's it. They leave the gym feeling, different one. So yeah, they even smile after that, which is good. Okay. Another point here I'd like to talk is, and I feel that being my age is my memory. So that's more than proof that if you do weight training, activates your memory big time. Yeah. So again, I'm 57, coming to 58 at the end of this month. I feel my memory like yours, like someone who is in their 30s, 40s. I just feel active. My memory is always like, and I like being like this. You know what I mean? I just don't want to sit down and keep waiting. I go for it. So again, if you're moving your muscles, you're activating your memory, and you be more active. That helps your reflexes, So I can consider myself having very good reflexes because I'm really quick when I see something happening. I just move. So because my memory is always activated, I'm always doing something. If you ask me how many times I train a week, I try to do 4 or 5 times a week, because nowadays we're very busy in the gym because of what's been going on lately, and so I can add another day on top of my training. But even when I was very busy, I was doing about 4 times a week. 4 times a week for me, it's okay, even 3 times, but I try to train for 4 days a week. I'm just looking. There's a question here. Pull-ups safe for over 50s. Yeah, pull-ups. Again today. As I said before, I did deadlifts. I also did pull-ups. Pull-ups it is not an easy exercise to do it. Not many people can do it. I've seen big guys in the gym, they cannot lift themselves up, and I've seen skinny guys, they can do it. Well, it is something you have to keep like practicing. Yeah, they are safe as long as you know how to do those, because you see sometimes people doing pull-ups, what they do it because they are working these muscles here, the lats. When they pull it, they squeeze their shoulders like this, so they are not doing anything. They're actually stressing the neck. And if they wake up next day feeling that, oh, I think I've twisted my neck, it's because of that. Because when they are pulling, they are not relaxing. They're pulling like that, you know. So you have to relax, just pull yourself. So again, if someone who is in their 50s never done exercises before, and they're gonna try for the first time, yeah, they won't do it. It takes some time. So you have to start using some bands or assisted pull-ups, which makes it easier. It takes the weight a little bit off, and you can pull a little bit easier up and down. And what happens throughout the time, you keep dropping the weights, and you make the situation a little bit more difficult for the guy to try to pull himself or herself up. Yeah, yeah. It's not an easy exercise, but it's possible. It's up here. It's if you've got the drive to do it, just go for it and do it, and just try it. Better try rather than not doing anything. Do it, even if you can take your feet off the ground a little bit. That's going to be great, and then you go a little bit higher till you get close to the sky. Okay, so just looking at the chat here. See if I have something else to say. Just reading here. Thank you. Very good. Peter got to me in great shape in my mid-30s. I appreciate. I know you're in a great shape. Yeah. And let's talk about something else here. I've got another topic here. I'm just looking at my notes here. Otherwise, I forget it. Yeah, something I've written here is, yeah, some clients, when I'm working out with some clients who are in their 50s, yeah, and even in their 40s, I say, oh, what are you after? What do you want? So, some of them, they say, I want to lose weight. I'm feeling too stressed in office. Or another thing they say is, I want to be able to play with my children, yeah, or maybe with my grandchildren. And children, they never stop running up and down, and they come between your legs, and so you cannot move at all. So that's what they ask. I want to be able to move because I'm kind of like I'm too slow. So that's one of the reasons the 50s, they come to train, because they want to be more mobile, they want to move freely, So, and they get better. It takes some time. Sometimes they ask you, how long do you think I can move a little bit better? I mean, again, it depends. Everything is like, it depends. Like how many times you wanna train. If you wanna do just once a week, it's gonna take a little bit longer. Yeah, it does. But I have clients working out with me for my longest client's been with me. She's been with me for like 10 years, 10 and a half, something like that. as soon as I remember, as soon as I got the job at the gym, she came on board. So it's been about like 10 years. And she does like one session or 2 sessions a week. But again, if you're just doing one session a week, will take, yeah, it will take a bit longer. But again, it's better than nothing. Keep doing, keep moving. And then in the long term, you're gonna get better in shape. Today, was it today? I can't remember. No, it was yesterday. I trained Stephen, very good client. He's been, I'm not quite sure, but I think time flies. But I think he's been training with me. Is it like 4, 5 years? I just don't know. Just time flies, and he does like one session a week, and he's been doing great. You know what I mean? When he came to me, I just still remember he was about to get married. So you get clients with like a different like situations. I need to lose a hair. I'm getting married, and yeah, that's how it goes. Anyway, the next topic I'd like to talk about is, yes, when you train, you do your workouts, for sure you sleep better, especially after like an hour's session. You will feel, you know, when you go to sleep, you just like crash up, and that helps me a lot. Especially like today, I did big session on deadlifts and back. I can feel my gluteus. Yeah. Oh, you can ask me, do you still feel your muscles? Yes, I do. It depends. It depends how heavy I do. Sometimes you don't feel like doing that heavy. You know, you just do a bit like that. But yeah, so yeah, that's one of the things when you doing weight training makes like kind of like it sorts out your sleep, and I can say I sleep very well. You know what I mean? That helps me a lot, big time. Some I've had clients come to me saying I'm not sleeping well, I've got problems, and after a while doing training, you know, that gets better and better and better. Just have a look here at my chat here. So I don't know if you know, I'm streaming today on YouTube, on my Facebook page, and on Instagram. It's been it's a big job to do it. First time doing this. It's not that easy, but I'm happy with it. Okay, people, let's go to the next one. Next one, I'm just looking here at my notes. I was gonna say, yeah, again, for someone who's not doing weight training, the tendency is to lose the elasticity in your skin. You will feel that, you know. You look at your skin, it's like creasing a bit. It's you won't be happy, especially being in the fit, you know, like 40s, 45. You know, if you're not doing weight training, you're losing that elasticity. As long as you keep doing that, you can, it gets better. Of course, you're losing a little bit, but you know, you can compare my skin elasticity with someone who doesn't do anything. It's completely different. It's completely different. So so that's important for you to do weight training. You just gain. Yeah. Again, I've had some clients coming and saying, I know I have to do it. I don't like it. I don't like the weights, but I know how important that is. I have to do it. And yeah, because they know if they don't do it, something could happen along the way. And I like giving this example to, I think some of my clients have had before, and I like saying this. It's like when you buy a brand new car, right? You buy your brand new car. It's brand new. You're driving, and you just like keep driving. You're not taking care of your car. You don't pump the tires. You don't put petrol. And one day, what's going to happen? For sure, your car will stop. Something will happen to your car. And you say, wow, what's going on here? Why did you stop? You know what I mean? Because you're not taking care of your car, you know? And the same happens to your body. You know? You were born, brand new body, you know, you're growing. And then you're in your 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s. Let's say when you come into your 50s, things, you know, they start to happen. And then basically it's the same. And then you might have to go to your doctor, and your doctor will tell you you have to start exercising. I've been exercising. No, I haven't. So you have to take care of yourself. You have to do something. Basically, it's like a car. You know what I mean? You buy your car, you don't take care of your car, and then something will happen. Maybe I will comes off, and that's it, and an accident can happen. And same to your body. Something can happen to your body. You have problems in the heart. Your cardiovascular is not that great. So yeah, and then could cost you, and it will cost you more money because you have to pay for a personal trainer and other things. But you just don't need to pay for a personal trainer, you know, when things like that happen, you know. So you can avoid things. You can start training in your 30s, in your 20s, in your 40s, as long as you do something, you know what I mean? I'd advise to you, do something, yeah? Keep moving, okay? Let's have a look at different topic here. Oh, another thing is, I just look at my notes. Yes, this happens. When you do weight training, it improves your sense of humor, right? Your mood, yeah? Well, sometimes sometimes doesn't help, but most of the time it helps. It depends what's on your head. You know, if you have a busy day, but I'm sure when you start training, doing some exercise in the gym, it changes. You know, again, have had clients come to me, I'm not feeling good, stressed because of this client, that client, and I just say, forget it. You're here for an hour. Let's do it. Let's make sure, you know, you feel better. And then once that's done, after an hour, oh, you're sweating, you have that kind of adrenaline in the body, you know, you feel great about it. You know? Okay, let me have a look at the chat here. Yes, good. Okay. Next one I have here. Oh, it's been almost half an hour talking, just me talking. If you're not, guys, if you want to ask some questions, yeah, go ahead for it, you know. Just write on the chat, and yeah, I'm sure we're gonna deal with that. So next one, another point here I've written is if you want to lose weight, yeah, again, clients and, you know, people want to lose weight. You don't want to be like obese, you know, you don't want to be above your weight, body weight. So if you ask me, how do you keep in shape? How do you do your diet? I've never liked counting. I don't do those trackers. I don't have apps. I don't have anything like that. I don't like that. Basically, I know what I'm eating. I try to be careful with my carbohydrates. I know how much through my experience, and I know what my body needs. You start to understand your body, what your body needs throughout the time. Yeah. You have to control your carbs. Carbs are good. but at some time you have to be careful how much you're eating. If you're eating loads, you're gonna put on, and you have to work harder and harder in the gym. And another thing I'd like to point out is you can train 3-5 times a week, as long as you have a good diet. If you don't have a good diet, if you burn in the gym and outside you're eating more than you have burned in the gym, you're putting on. So you have to be careful. So that's where you have to think. You know, I mean, you're training to get to improve your health and have a good diet and drop your body weight. So make sure you control all of it. You know, that's how I do it. I've done fasting before. You can Google 16-8. I'm not talking. I'm not going deep into that, but that helped me a lot. Yeah, I just decided to do it to see if I would feel good doing fasting, and I felt very, very good. I never felt dizzy. I trained. The only thing, usually I wake up 5:20 in the morning to go to the gym, and when I was doing fasting, I was only drinking a coffee without sugar and plenty of water. Yeah, and training without anything, not having had anything before that. So because I had a lot of energy from the day before, so it's there. So people would say, I remember people saying, oh, don't you feel a bit lightheaded? Never felt lightheaded, never. Always felt good doing the fasting. I'm not doing anymore because there was like, I decided to try it, see what would happen, and I felt so good. So if I decide to go back, I can. But at the moment, the way the things I've been doing, it's working well. Yeah, just again, just make sure your diet is spot on, because if you don't have a great diet, you can train like crazy in the gym. It's gonna be hard. You're losing, but outside you eating, it becomes more difficult. Okay. So next one here is yeah, this is a good thing to talk about it, about your posture. So yeah, doing your weight training will improve your posture. Yeah, I've seen people in the gym, yeah, with like bad posture, but after a while you're doing training, you feel, you look at them, they look taller, you know, they look different, because I think that's more people who work in an office the whole day behind a computer, and it tends to be a little bit like that, especially when you're typing. Yeah, but if you so how can you improve that? Yeah, what happens is if you think if your shoulders are a little bit like a hunched over, that means like your muscles in the back, especially upper back, they have elongated. Yeah, kind of lazy because you have not been training, and so that's what happens, and your shoulders come forward like that. So basically, if you ask me, what do I have to do to improve that? You have to work, you have to keep doing your exercises you have been doing, but especially you have to do great exercises for your chest, to push your shoulders back, yeah. Upper chest, middle chest, yeah, lower chest, you have to do it. Also, you have to do your exercise for your back. Excuse me. Remember, as I said, your muscles in the back, they tend to elongate. They are lazy now, you know, because you have not been doing anything at all. So, and then you have to do exercise for your upper back as well, for your lower back. In general, you have to do the whole body, yeah, the whole body. I'm not saying to train the whole body every day, of course not, but you have to do specific exercise for your upper back and for your chest. And then eventually, throughout the time, you will notice the difference. I'm sure about that. Okay, just drink a glass of water quickly. I said, it seems as if I'm here the only one speaking. Let me see, let me have a look at my chat here. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So talking about your posture, yeah, it's always important. Yeah, when you can push your shoulder a little bit, push back a little bit. When people look at you, they are gonna say, "Oh, you look taller. What's going on?" You know, I mean, it's your posture. You know, better posture, and then you start walking like that. Okay, good. Let's see. Let's have a look at the next one. Yeah, another thing I'd like to say here is your cardiovascular, how much you do it. Again, in our age, in the 50s, my opinion, twice a week is the most if you want to gain muscles. Yeah, if you want to go gain that muscle mass. If you're running too much, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose your lean muscle, and you don't want to lose that. You want to keep that, because once you're losing, you can see the long distance runners. Yeah, they're kind of skinny, but that's how they do it. They are they have to run like loads miles. They do weight training, but they do weight training to be stronger, yeah, to make the joints, the tendons, the muscles, but they work different from us. They work with like high reps. You know, they don't lift like heavy weights, because otherwise they would be like not running at all. Yeah. So it's very important for you to do your cardiovascular. I don't like myself. I don't like treadmills. I never liked treadmills, because it's like you get stuck there. And now I like running outside. And I'm not running this cold because I really don't like the cold. It's hard for me to. I mean, it's not for me, for anyone to run in the cold. I can do it if I decide to do it. I go and do it, but it's not my, cup of tea. It's not for me. I like what I do sometimes. As I said, I don't like the treadmill, but if I have to go on the treadmill, if I need it, I just do like a kind of training. I push myself a little bit more to, elevate my cardiovascular, and I'm happy with the training I've been doing. So when summer comes, I go out and run. So when you had the first lockdown, yeah, so I was back to my runs again. So I was doing twice a week and training indoors, because all the gyms were shut completely, right? So I was doing about like an hour, 50 minutes. At the beginning it was hard, yeah, because if you stop doing runs and you have to do all over again, and then you have to build up your cardiovascular. So that's something important, because again, your heart, yeah, it's a muscle. You have to work hard. You know what I mean? So after like a month, I think I was doing quite well. I improved a lot. But since I've been back to the gym, I stopped my runs. I miss it. It is something. It's part of my routine, my training routine. Okay, see if I have some anything here in the chat. There's someone calling me El Patron. I wonder why El Patron. Oh, green. Oh, okay. Let me have a look at the next one here. Basically, you have like almost like covered all the points. There is another thing here. Yeah, I just remembered. Yeah, when you're doing weight training, people will notice that. Believe me or not, people will tell you, "Hey, guy, you look different. You look a bit different. What's going on?" If you're all wrapped up in winter, it's more difficult for people to see your shape. Summertime, when you're wearing a t-shirt, people can note your forearms, your shoulders, either for a man or women or a woman. Everyone can tell, and that makes you feel good. Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, if someone says, no, I think everyone likes being a little bit pampered. Yeah, like me, I'm happy at the moment with my physique, because I feel like being fit, and I've done years ago, didn't like martial arts. I wish I could do it again, but I just don't have the time for it, because especially working in the gym, my life is just before this pandemic, I was like starting 6:30 in the morning, 7 till 8 in the evening, like inside the gym for the whole day. It's very tiring, but this is something I like, and I've been doing that for many years. So yeah, so just remember, guys, I can say I've got some friends here who are not in the 50, but hopefully you get there. This is a great advice for you. What you have to do, think about it, whether or not you're doing training. This is something to think, take the action and do it. And even tell your friends, if they don't like it, yeah, just bring them to the gym and work out together. And yeah, tomorrow for me is I'm training, I'm doing my workout tomorrow. I'm just doing before my sessions. Tomorrow I start at 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna be in the gym probably 7, a little before that. Yeah, I've set my alarm for 5:20 in the morning. So this is where I say, this is my drive. If you don't have the drive for it, that you never make it happen. Of course, I'd like to be in bed for another half an hour. It's good, especially in the winter, to sleep. But I've got things to do after the gym. I've got to do my business online, this and that, and that takes time. So I've got to set my day, and I will be there just before 7 o'clock, do like an hour 20. Yeah, an hour 20. And I think that's good for me. It's going to be great. So we kind of coming to the end. It's not yet the end, but it's about like 40 minutes. Time flies. And guys, how are you feeling? Do you have any questions? If you have any questions, you can ask me. So what's the idea here? The idea is to do a once or twice a week live. It will depend the time I've got, but hopefully at least like once a week I would do it, and try to bring a different subject, especially for the 50s. So if you are in the 50s and yeah, I'm sure you are in the right place, because someone who is behind here is in the 50s, and let's say this month 58. So I've been there, I'm still there, and I've been training hard and hard. So I'm kind of like, if you push me, if you're training with me, I try to do my best. You know what I mean? I don't like to lose, so I keep pushing. I don't want to lose my shape, and I keep training as much as I can, because I know it's important for my mental, for my health, and my shape. Especially when you come to the age I am now, you think more about your health rather than anything else. You want to be fit, healthy, to be able to do your errands. That's the way I think. When you're a lot younger, you think a little bit different, but you learn throughout life. And I feel good. Yeah. Let me have a look if I have any other points I have missed here. I'd just like to emphasize a little bit more. If someone, say in the 40s as well, but especially in the 50s, we are here in the 50s. If you're not doing weight training, if you're not lifting weights, you're losing calcium from your bones, and that's not a good idea, because again, if you have a fall, if you trip over, you can break it. You can break a leg, you can break an arm. If you're doing weight training, could not happen. It can happen, but could not happen, because your whole body is a lot stronger. Your reflexes are there. Maybe you'll be able to know how to fall, to roll a little bit. But if you're someone who's not active at all, and you fall, you just drop, then it could have some consequences. And so think about, if you're not doing weight training, start doing weight training. Yeah. Don't be too hard on you. Start once a week. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to do like heavy weights. Especially, you see people, when they start, they want to lift like heavier. That's not the idea. The idea is not that. The idea is like to keep building up. If you keep building up, things you get better and better. Yeah. So don't try to do everything at once. Yeah, because you're gonna be really achy. Yeah, next day, and maybe on the same day, but especially you get really achy within 2 days. The second day you're gonna feel it, but the third day you're gonna feel much more, and then you might say, I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? So that's not the way. So just make sure when you're doing weight training, so kind of building up. Yeah. It's like improving, make sure about your technique, make sure about everything. If you're not sure, if you're just training by yourself, ask one of the trainers. Can you have a look at my technique? Am I doing, like, for example, if you're squatting, ask someone to have a look if your technique is there. If not, they will correct you. And so make sure you don't hurry up with the weights. Just take it easy, everything, you'll be okay in the long run. I'm sure about that. Okay. Thank you for being with me here for it's been like 50 minutes. I can't believe it. Time flies. And hopefully I will see you next week. Yeah. Probably Tuesday, you're gonna come on live again. And thank you once again. And if anything, just send me an email if you're following me on my YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram. Just send me an email. I'd be glad to get back to you. Okay, thank you, and all the best. Bye bye.